Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Now today I'm going to be talking about the Martinsville weekend for Truck, Xfinity and Cup. And we have quite a lot of stuff to talk about, mainly in the Truck series, which we'll start off right here. So, obviously a couple things that I want to talk about, which obviously I have written down here. We actually saw the debut of rain tires, which was interesting. It was actually not too bad. I think it was like first 20 laps or something, and then dried out. NASCAR then basically called a caution out just so they can put some dry tires on, and they started running again. And the small teams weren't happy because they basically bought a lot of, well, I think like one set of rain tires, and they were pretty expensive. So they didn't even have enough to, actually get more rain tires and stuff. I'm pretty sure it cost like $2,500. I'm pretty sure, so quite a lot of money from the small teams. But that wasn't too bad. William Salish, obviously the 16-year-old, he made his Truck Series debut today at Martinsville. He made an incredible save, thanks to I guess public enemy number one now, which I will get into right now. Actually, is Cars and Husvar a villain? After failing to wreck out Taylor Gray. Now, he did obviously have a flat tire, obviously. He did have that, and obviously I will try and show the video of it either on screen or like while I'm talking, or in the next segment, not too sure.
Three wide.
Three wide on the exit of turn two.
Hocevar wrecked himself.
Hang on to it.
Hocevar with contact. The caution is out once again.
Three wide.
There goes
A lot of contact.
probably that tire. That's kind of a dive at him too, I think.
Yeah. But the tire was definitely flat. See Dean Thompson go down pit road to miss him.
But either way, it's not good. I'll be honest. It's really not good. Sorry for Hocevar. Obviously he was loved for I think ever since he actually got into the Truck Series, he was like consistently in the top 10, sometimes even in the top 5. He was really good, but then last year or even this year as well, he has kind of lost respect from fans in general. I think he might be a great guy, obviously outside of the truck, but when he's in it, when he's in the truck, he's just an absolute nuisance. Even like Denny Hamlin and even tweeted out, what is wrong with that kid? So a lot of people right now taking I guess just taking a look at Hocevar and not really too pleased with what he's been doing on the track. So I do think Hocevar is becoming a villain. I don't think he's a villain yet. If he keeps doing all these shenanigans, I think he would definitely become a villain and wear the black hat and all that other stuff. So yeah, that's my answer to that question. But here are the results. Also, Corey Heim, he gets his first win. I should say first win with Tricon Garage, I should say, in this season. He also won both Stage 1 and 2. We got Kyle Busch, Zane Smith, Ty Majeski, Tanner Gray, Ben Rose, Matt Benedetto, Tanner Gray, William Salish, and Chase Purdy ran out the top 10. Standings, obviously, Ty Majeski in the lead. Then we got Zane Smith, Ben Rhodes, Corey Haim, Christian Eckes, Grenadier Finger, Matt Crafton, Tanner Gray, Matt Benedetto, and Chase Purdy ran out the top 10. Ultimately, this race was actually obviously ended under rain conditions, so pretty bad for them. And even though we didn't even get to use the rain tires for some reason to finish off the race, even though it should be actually called damp tires because they shouldn't actually be racing on the rain apparently with those tires. But that's the Truck Series all done. It was a bit of shenanigans. Another one which was a bit of shenanigans was the Xfinity Series. One thing I'll talk about is our winner of this race, Jonathan Nemechek. He literally burnt the car. Mostly it was kind of what Zane Smith did. Coda basically just burned the car down. That's basically what he did. So yeah, it was definitely a show, I'll say that, but probably cost a couple $100,000 was saved for damages for that. There was also some rivalries as well on the track. First one, Sam Mayer versus Ryan Truex. It's basically what happened was that I think Truex got into Sam Mayer, who got into Herbst, and both Mayer and Herbst, they had to end their day. And yeah, so not good, we'll say. And obviously, there's also something about Sam Mayer racing against Joker's racing cars in Martinsville. Something about that, which is pretty strange. And yeah, so Sam Mayer was a little, he did give Ryan Truex a bird as well, so that was pretty cool. The other one, which wasn't that well known, was Joe Graf Jr. versus Ryan Ellis. I think it was when Ellis either Ellis dumped Joe Graf Jr. or he did the upside. I'm not too sure, but ultimately Joe Graf Jr. he was not too happy with Ryan Ellis, and after the race they obviously talked about it. And they talked up privately and stuff, and still a bit of an ongoing feud. Not really ongoing. I mean, on Twitter it was definitely firing up, we'll say. The social media manager of Alpha Prime Racing was not holding back. Basically, when Ellis's car was driving by, basically said, I'm sorry, there's a mozzie. I'm getting busy quite a lot, so that's why I was like to just like slap something or what, because it's a freaking mozzie. I hate mozzies. But either way, back to NASCAR. Social media manager basically said we got Joe Graft or something. It was kind of funny. But yeah, so that's at least there was some humor there of that, but not really the best result for both Ellis and Graf. But the results, we got Jonathan Nemechek, who won both stages. Then we got Sammy Smith, Cole Custer, who was our pole position winner, I guess we'll say. Josh Berry, Brennan Jones, Justin Allgaier, Daniel Hemrick, Derek Krause, Brent Mulford, and Chandler Smith ran out of the top 10. And then the standings, so John Hunter Nemechek, Austin Hill, Chandler Smith, Riley Herbst, Josh Berry, Justin Allgaier, Sammy Smith, Cole Custer, Daniel Hemrick, and Sheldon Creed ran out of the top 10. So Nemechek, I'm pretty sure, now takes over the points lead of Austin Hill, who hasn't actually had a very good stretch of races up until Martinsville. Next one, the fun one, is the Cup Series. Obviously, the first thing we need to talk about, obviously, the thing that kind of took NASCAR Twitter by storm, but F1 Twitter as well, is pretty sure in practice. Obviously, they'll show J.J. Yaley on screen, and they still have the Jenson Button's stuff, basically. Some reason on the graphics, it actually says that J.J. Yaley won the 2009 Formula 1 championship. So you can imagine what happened there, and it was also changed on Wikipedia as well for a bit that J.J. Yaley won the 2009 F1 championship. F1 Twitter was so freaking confused and probably whining about it, but I thought it was kind of funny. Which is why J.J. Yaley is the GOAT of motorsports. So yeah, and this was just a whole meme that J.J. Yaley basically won everything. So yeah. Next one, I guess like the biggest one, there's a freaking mozzie near me. Chase Elliott. Oh my god, I hate mozzie. Sorry. Chase Elliott. This was his debut. His debut race, and it's his broken leg. What was his last race? Like Phoenix, I'm pretty sure, maybe, or Auto Club. I can't remember. But he was back from Martinsville, and he actually performed pretty well. Qualifying wasn't that good, but in the race, he was actually finished inside of the top 10, which is pretty good by him. And also the race wasn't that good. Obviously, the new package, Gen 7 stuff, has kind of ruined Martinsville. I'll say this: it was definitely better than the last year's Martinsville race, the first Martinsville race. That was maybe one of the worst races other than the Texas All-Star race. Well, I think Texas as a whole. If Texas wasn't there last year, I think Martinsville last year, the first Martinsville race, would definitely be up there as one of the worst races. So, luckily, that was, in my opinion, that was a tiny bit better. There was some passing, some battling for the lead and stuff, but still not that good. Now for the results. Kyle Larson, he gets his second win of the season. Then we got Joey Logano, Ryan Truex, Martin Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin, Chase Briscoe, Eric Almirola, Ryan Blaney, Ricky Sal Jr., Bubba Wallace, and Chase Elliott right now in the top 10. So there he is, Chase Elliott, who obviously is still racing with a bit of a broken leg. Got a top 10, so good job by him. For the standings, Christopher Bell still in the lead. We got Ross Chastain, Kevin Harvick, Kyle Larson, Martin Truex Jr., Tyler Reddick, Joe Logano, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, and Ryan Blaney ran out the top 10. A pole sitter, Ryan Preece, he was caught speeding pretty late into the race. I'm pretty sure he led like the first 136 laps. And then he pit, and he basically got a pit road penalty. So not like good for Preece, but obviously still congratulate him again for his first pole position. Obviously after the little debacle with Bristol Turn between Larson and Preece. Still cool to see both drivers obviously doing well in the Martinsville weekend, I should say. Preece getting pole and Larson getting the win. So I'm pretty sure that's all it for today. Obviously, the next race, if you're wondering, which I did not mention, is Talladega. And hopefully by then, I'll be actually at my setup at my PC, so I'll actually properly do it. So yeah, that's really about it for me. I should say that the Talladega race will include the Cup Series and the Xfinity Series. So that's really about it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys on next time in the next one. Goodbye.